Most men are loud because they are weak. They scream because they are losing. They react because they have no choice. The average man is an open book. When he is angry, everyone knows it. When he is scared, everyone sees it. Because he is predictable, he is easy to control. But there is a different kind of man. A man who stays still while the world around him catches fire. He doesn't flinch, he doesn't explain, and he definitely doesn't argue. This man is a mystery that nobody can solve. And that is exactly why people fear him. Think about a predator in the wild. The most dangerous moment isn't when the lion is roaring. It's the moment he goes silent. Silence is not the absence of a storm. It is a choice to be the center of it. When a man refuses to react, it takes away every weapon people try to use against him. Most people use words as a shield because they are terrified of the silence. They talk to fill the gaps, to explain their mistakes, and to plead for approval. But the calm man knows that every word he speaks is a withdrawal from his bank of power. He doesn't spend his energy trying to convince anyone of his worth. He lets his presence do the talking, and his presence is heavy. When a man is calm, it creates a vacuum. People hate a vacuum. They feel a desperate need to fill it with their own nervous energy. They will talk more, reveal their secrets, and expose their weaknesses just to get a reaction out of him. By doing nothing, he forces everyone else to show their hand. He wins the game before he even starts playing. They yell at him to get a reaction, but he gives them nothing. They push him to see if he breaks, but he stands like a stone wall. While everyone is wasting energy being loud, this man is observing, he's calculating, he's waiting for the perfect moment to move. This man understands that emotions are just weather, but his character is a mountain. Rain does not move a mountain. A storm doesn't shake it. He has locked inside himself and faced his own dark spots. So nothing a stranger says can move him. If you cannot be moved by words, you cannot be manipulated by people. Society tells man to be nice and harmless. But a man who is only nice isn't powerful. It's just a target. The ideal man is dangerous by choice, but his monster is under total discipline. He's the most formidable person in the room, yet he keeps his hands in his pockets. The world respects the man who could cause a storm, but chooses to bring the sun instead. That choice is where true masculinity lives. People fear him because they cannot see his limits. They don't know how far he's willing to go. They don't know what he's thinking. In a world of people who can't stop talking, its silence sounds like a threat. It says, I don't need to yell to be heard. I don't need to fight to win. Was how he moves. He doesn't rush. Rushing is a sign of panic. It's a sign that time is his master. But the calm man moves with a deliberate weight and knows that the room waits for him, not the other way around. This slow, steady energy is hypnotic to some and terrifying to others, because it proves he's not running from anything. When a man is calm, he becomes the center for everyone else. In a crisis, people don't look for the loudest person. They look for the person who is the least moved. By holding his ground, he becomes the natural leader. He doesn't ask for authority. It is handed to him because he's the only one stable enough to carry it. He knows that his anger is a tool, not explosion. If he never chooses to use it, it will be precise and it will be final, because he rarely shows it. When he finally does, the world stops to listen. His quiet isn't a sign of peace. It's a sign of a high-functioning weapon with the safety on. So when the storm hits, when the world tries to pull a reaction out of a man, the master gives them nothing. He doesn't look for approval. He doesn't look for a way out. He just looks them in the eye and stays still. He understands that his biggest battle is never with the person standing in front of him. It's with the person inside of him. Every time he stays calm under pressure, he's training his mind to be unbreakable. He's building a version of himself that can survive any betrayal, any loss, and any attack without losing his soul. He lets them wonder. He lets them sweat. He lets them realize that he owns the room without saying a single word. This is the ultimate test of a man. Can you stand in the middle of the noise and remain a mystery? Can you let people think they're winning while you're simply waiting? The man who masters his own internal state becomes the master of his external world. There's no higher level of power than that, because the man who reacts is a slave to his emotions, but the man who stays calm, he's the one in control.